Barbie is starting a new job as a fifth grade teacher at Green Hills Elementary School. Green Hills? I thought Barbie lived in Malibu.
Argo Font Book Review, Argo Font Book Review.
Barbie starts class with a science lesson because science is her favorite subject. She was an astronaut in one of the other books, you know. She was also a mermaid, but I think that book is set in a different universe. The students are reluctant until Barbie explains how science relates to their various interests. The students decide they love science now, and they're happy to hear the school will participate in a nearby science fair. A few weeks later, the class gets a new student named Jane. She's shy and not used to attention. Barbie helps Jane by giving her a tour of the school and asking the other kids to play with her. What helps Jane the most is science! Barbie gets Jane excited for the science fair. Now Jane has something in common with the other students, and she has an easier time talking to them. Even when Jane's project is a bit of a disaster, the other students are nice and supportive to her. Over the weekend, Barbie and Ken have a picnic. Nice jacket, Ken. I wonder where I can buy one. Ken gives Barbie an idea. The students can combine all their science projects into one big science project. They build a terrarium by putting everything into a fish tank. This project teaches the students how to cooperate and work together, just like how things in an ecosystem work together. The class has a vote, and they pick Jane to present their project at the science fair. She's nervous, so the other kids help her prepare. Jane does a great job presenting the project to the judges. Their class wins second place in the science fair. They get a trophy, an ice cream party, and their names appear in the local newspaper. The class decides their next science project will be helping the environment. The kids have many wonderful ideas. The end. Post-book follow-up. I thought this book was boring. There's not much to the story beyond kids getting excited about science. I think the book's problem is that even though it's science-focused, there is barely any science in the story. Take the ecosystem, for example. The class is making an ecosystem for its science project, and yet they learn nothing about ecosystems. Barbie tells them the definition of the word ecosystem. The science lesson ends there. If I had to write a book like this, which teaches kids about ecosystems, I would go into way more detail. At the very least, I would give examples of different ecosystems, like a desert or a rainforest. The pictures in the book are good. I suspect that the blonde girl in Barbie's class is a doll of her sister Stacy, only they try to hide it by having her to the side and facing away from the camera. Someone pointed out it's odd how the students call Barbie by her first name instead of calling her Miss Roberts. Overall, I didn't like the book. The Astronaut Barbie book did a much better job of being educational and science-focused. I would recommend that book over this one. This one does talk a lot about science, but the actual science is negligible. If all you want is a book which teaches young girls that science is fun, this book is okay, but there are other, better books that do the same thing, like the aforementioned Astronaut Barbie book. I give Barbie the Class Act a thumbs down.